Hey guys, I'm back again. This time I'm going to show you something that's quite cool. It's actually really helpful and a lot of time saving effort when you've got a fresh install of Windows. Like I mentioned in my previous video, which you'll be able to see on the channel. These are just some tips and tricks on a fresh, clean install of Windows 10. Those tips I did in the first video, they will be obviously remaining because I'm just taking you through the processes of how I tweak my computer and how I install things while I'm actually doing it for myself. So all of these things I'm doing for real on my bare metal computer, and these are things that I would do whether or not I'm making this video or not. I just thought I would kill the two birds with one stone type of thing, and talk you guys through how I do it, while at the same time obviously setting up my computer the right way that I like it. So this is a really cool program. This saves me a lot of time installing the most common applications, I guess, that I use. So browsers and WinRAR, or zip file type of programs, as well as like Skype and Spotify and everything else. So normally you would have to go to each website of those things, download them yourself. Wait for them to download, then install them yourself, and it just takes like an hour or two if you've got a bunch of programs that you like to use. What this does, and this is a program called, or this is a website called Ninite, Ninite. Now the great thing about this is you can go to their website, you can select the things you want, it'll download a small executable, and it will automate that process of not only downloading them but installing them for you. So I have no other browsers except for the default Edge that comes with Windows 10 at the moment. As I said, this is a clean install. So I'm actually going to show you how I would install Chrome and Firefox, and obviously Chrome is something that I prefer. Like a lot of people, it's obviously one of the best, if not the best, browser out there. I'm sure Edge is nice, but I just don't really like it. I prefer the functionality and everything else that comes with Chrome or Firefox. So you would open up, for now, you would go to, just leave it on here, so you would type in Ninite, okay, and then you'd hit search, and then it comes here, Ninite. Okay, so you would come here. Now the really cool thing about this is it says here, these are all the apps that they currently have available. So if you use a lot of these apps, or even some of these apps, it will actually help you automate the process. So it's got obviously different categories. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to install Chrome, Opera, Firefox. I'm then going to install TeamViewer, OzLogic Disk Defrag, TerraCopy, Revo. From those ones, then I want Skype, I want Thunderbird, then I want WinRAR, and then I want VLC. Music B, K-Lite codecs. I won't do Spotify right now because I don't need it at this point. I tend to find I use Pandora or just YouTube to listen to music. It's free that way. So I'll put in the .NET. Don't necessarily need these at this point, but I might as well install them using this service. I'm going to use PuTTY because I have some Linux stuff that I need to deal with. I also have a FTP box that I need to use, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use Greenshot, which is really great for making screenshots, and you can upload them even directly to Imager or Dropbox or several other places like that. I really recommend it if you take a lot of screenshots and want to upload them and share them. In terms of PDF readers, I don't really normally install them because Chrome is really good. Even Edge is really good at just being a basic PDF reader, so I don't really see the point in installing an app that my browser can handle. Just it's one unnecessary package that I don't really need. I'm going to install, for now, I'm just going to install Malwarebytes and Super Anti-Spyware. I'm not going to bother with those because Windows does have Defender and that built into it. For file sharing, I'm going to use my torrent client, which is Qubit torrent. I'm not going to need anything from those. And online storage, I use Dropbox, I use Google Drive, I use OneDrive. Okay, so once you've selected all the apps you want from this list, you simply come down here and you select Get Your Ninite. Okay, it'll create a custom installer for those programs that you selected. So I'm going to go Save As. I'm going to save that one to the desktop, so I don't have to go looking for it. It's only a small, I think it was like 400 kilobytes, super small. So now that that's done, all I have to do is I hit Run. Okay, I'll close this browser, I don't need it anymore. Okay, now as you can see, it's automatically running. Okay, now all I need to do is, it's already got all those queued up to go. All I need to do now is just sit there and wait for them to do its job. I don't need to install anything else. Obviously, I don't have to install any of these. It'll handle it automatically for me. It automates downloading. It automates installation. So that's a really cool program. It saves me so much time because I do this obviously for myself, but I do this for customers' computers as well as I've done it for family computers and things like that. So when I've had a fresh install, all I needed to do was grab those most common apps that I use, let this do its thing, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If I do need to install anything else, it obviously doesn't cover every app possible, just the most commonly used, I guess. But it's certainly, I can go away, I can go have, I can go outside, I can go watch TV, I can go, take a nap, anything I want really, and I can leave it to do its thing, and it'll be finished, obviously depending on my internet speed and everything else. But usually it takes maybe 20 minutes or so to install everything. But that's based on my Australian internet speed, which is quite terrible. But yeah, so that's a really great program. It's completely free, as you saw. It didn't ask me for anything, didn't ask me for any money, didn't ask me to sign up, anything. And it's really a great time saver. So I'll put a link in the description for that website. Give it a shot. See what it does for you. They do have bots that automatically keep making sure that the latest versions of those apps are there. So it's not like you're getting old versions. Yeah. So as you can see here, I'll quickly just show you. It's gone from installing Opera, which is based on Chromium. That's why it's called Opera Chromium. So now it's installing it, and while it's installing it, it's already beginning the download on the second one. And there you go, it's just popped up on the desktop. It's already installed for me. So I don't need to do that now. It's going on doing Firefox and so on. So it'll go down that list one by one and install all those for me. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful. Yeah, I'll be back with more tips and tricks. All right, have a good day.